Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Méchet for another episode or another installment, whatever you want to call it. We're on number 37, believe it or not, and we're in April 1st. We finished up in February. We had intended to come back in March to put sunflower in, but that was all we had to do, so I decided to move on through March to April. We can get our last three fields sown. I'll just run through it briefly. Sunflower's gone in 75, soybeans in 76, and sorghum in number 11. And I don't know what I'm doing with 58 just yet. Maybe grass, maybe nothing. I don't know. I can't make my mind up. Anyway, little update. We sold the grape fields. Our money's gone up, and that's why. We sold the grape fields, the two of them. And all the equipment associated with it, but we still have the grape farm, if you know what I mean. We're still doing the processing of what we had. Now, two reasons. One was it was an experiment to see how it worked. And the second reason was it's really slow. And that's not a reason for getting rid of it. It's just I didn't really want to do grapes anyway. If I was going on a series, it wouldn't be something I do. I just want to try it out, and we are. Now, when we look at the production and we go to our premium grape juice, we still haven't got one pallet yet. If we look at the output, we're nearly there with the white premium grape juice. We're not even halfway there with the red, so it's really slow. We still have something left in the washed grapes. They're getting distributed now straight over. And in the grape production, we're nearly full on boxes of clean grapes. So it's going really slow. And we're just going to let that run away until it's gone. It could be this year, it could be next year, it could be 2 years. Like we're in year 4 now. We don't know how long it's going to take. It's going to take a bit of time. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to focus on the cattle. And that's what I did say anyway. That's why we got rid of the farm up the top of the map as well, just to focus on the cattle down here. And of course our grain crops. Now, our two cow barns, this one has the Vosges cattle in here. Just looking at the food these have left, because they started on the same amount. These are 21,199, and these are the Simmentals, have 18,427. So these are using a lot more. You can see the difference. Plus the maturity is on 50%. I think the others are only on 44, is it? I did glance at it, I didn't mention. Yeah, 44. So we're just testing out what the help menu said, and it said, like, it gave a rate of development for the different breeds. So we decided to do a head-to-head with these two. Our Charolais cattle, I think I made a mistake on them. If you look, they're only 17 months old now. If I remember when I had the beef cattle in Kinleg, the Highland cattle, I think they didn't reproduce until they were about 28 months old. So it was coming up on the screen saying offspring due in 1 month. That could have just been, might just be a fault. It doesn't matter. I was actually thinking I should have put down a Charolais pen here as well. The only reason is because I keep forgetting to give the poor guys water. I check on the food. I go into the menu and I look, oh yeah, they've loads of food. And I don't look at the line above on their productivity and see that they have water. They have now, because I only topped them up. And the Bowser is sitting beside it. So it's probably still offloading, even though there's no tractor on it. Sometimes it does that. So, yeah, we're going to concentrate on the animals around here. I've loads of money there. I'm not going to buy fields. If anything, I might buy a few pieces of equipment to have a mess about. Might buy 1 field, 2 fields, maybe. We'll decide down the road. We don't need more than we have, really. Our feeding is going really well since I got the wheel loader and the telehandler. It's really easy to do the mixer wagon. I was considering getting a bigger one. There is one there that holds 40,000 litres on the second-hand market, but you need a 250 horsepower tractor at least to haul it. So I kind of just went, we're happy enough with what we got, so let's work away with what we have. We don't need to go changing that. If we get to the point where we're having trouble dealing with the food, well then maybe we can change it. Tractor wise, are we going to change them at all? I might change the John Deere, it's getting old now. I know we got the McCormick. I might actually pick out one of my favourites and just be a devil and just go and buy one for the sake of it. Might upgrade the combine. I don't think we need to, but you know, when you got money sitting there, if I leave it there, I'll spend it on fields, which I don't really want to do, because to be honest with you, you get to the point where when you got too many, and I don't really use an awful lot of AI work. I would never use Courseplay or that, and you get to the point where you're just doing so much work that you just kind of, you can't get through it in the time you have allotted for doing the recordings. It just takes so long to do stuff. Now I'm finding it tough on along the Kiel Canal because they're big fields. It's a 4x map, and I find it tough on that because it takes a long time to do the work on your own. Like if you're only dealing with one field and you've nothing else to do, well then you're going to do that field. You're not going to put an AI worker on it. What am I going to do? Put an AI worker on it, walk away from the game and have a cup of coffee or something like that? What's the point in doing that? Like, it's not, the reason I don't use Courseplay is not because of that, but I kind of don't want other people doing the work. I just enjoy doing it myself. I know I use AI workers from time to time, especially for rolling fields and stuff like that when I'm going around still sowing or that. And does this need to be rolled after this is done? It probably does, yeah. Why is it only coming up needs rolling in some parts and not in others? There you go, it's coming up now. Ah, yeah, because of where I was pointing, sorry. Yeah, it wasn't just where I was standing, where I was pointing with the pointer. We'll have a look and we'll see what to do with the money. There's no need to spend it if we don't need to spend it. We have a trailer full of cheese down there to go and sell. That's all we're making now is the Moban Tome. The goat cheese is finished. We ran out of goat milk on that. We've quite a bit of products down at the dairy itself, but we're already at a point where we're going to be producing more milk than that dairy can handle, so we're going to probably just sell it off. There is a silo that holds milk. It holds, I think it's 100,000 litres or 200,000 litres. Might put one of them up and just keep it until the top of the market and sell. But what's the point in doing that? Like, we've proven that Méchet is great for playing through and making money on, and I think it would be the same if you start from scratch, which is an idea I've put out there a few times. I will consider it. Like, if I run this year through and I've done all the experiments on the cattle, I may consider a start from scratch. I don't know. Now, the only downside to that is we have a couple of maps that are coming out. There's one that is on itch.io already, an Irish map. Is it spring something or another? Apparently it's an FS22 map. Valley Springs or Bally Springs or something like that. If it came to Mod Hub, yes, I would consider doing it. It's not on Mod Hub at the moment, and from what I see, there's a lot of extras that aren't on Mod Hub. It's not that I can't download them and install them, it's just I don't want to exclude a lot of viewers who don't have PC and the ability to do that. Now, there's another one that's I seen Scruff done a review on, Castlereagh. It's a Northern Ireland map which looks really, really nice too, and that is going to Mod Hub. So it's not, I don't think it's available on itch even at this stage. It's just he had a preview on it, and I think I might need to do an Irish map again. Lady Hill was the last one I done. Now, I do have a couple of other ideas out there that I'm kind of running ideas through in my head. I know Cavalier Roy has done Glen Eaton or something like that. Glen something or another. There's another Irish map. He has that out there. That with the possibility if I want to do an Irish map. Actually, Daggerwin and Chainsaw are doing their new competitive multiplayer on that. And I suppose I like Cavalier Rise maps. The only reason I didn't go on to it is because I have too much other stuff going on at the moment. But with Walla Zabareska most definitely coming to an end, and the possibility that we could change what we're doing here or move on, you may have a bit of time to do something else. Yeah, time will see. I'll decide. Anyway, I've rabbited on for nearly, going on over 10 minutes now, just to get you in and get you up to speed with what we're doing. Oh yeah, the other thing too, the village shop is on stage 8 out of 10 because I did spend money and buy a lot of the products and put them in, and even though it was telling me everything needed 10,000 litres of this and that, I put in 5,000 to 6,000 litres of most of the things, and looking at it now, I don't think it's going to use them. So I think I should have just waited until it came up in the menu and told me what I actually required. And I don't know what's going to happen with the excess stuff I put in, but look, it's not like we're stuck for the money. We're not. So it's as simple as that. If we lose it, we lose it. It's not going to make any difference. I'm just curious to see what the shop offers us sales wise when it's up and running, how much better deals we get and things like that. So that was kind of the reasoning behind it, was to check out the value of doing it overall. But anyway, still rabbiting on. Gonna shut up for a bit, get this field done, bring it back in a little bit. We do have some product to sell and a little bit of tidying up to do, but I'll get this field done first anyway, and then we'll have a look. I'm kind of chasing rain. There's rain due at 2 o'clock, but we'll have everything done before then, easily. And then we'll see what other trouble we're going to get up to. These fields are going to be done fairly quick. Soybeans going in here. I have the other one done. I have the John Deere, McCormick I was going to say. I have the John Deere over there rolling it. Might as well. And I have the McCormick doing a bit of work that we got because we wanted a tractor with narrow tyres. So it is over. It's probably finished. It is, yeah. We have a small amount of weeds. So I had it on this field doing the spraying. I just put on and go and do the other 2 fields myself. I placed a trough up there for the hay because we got the Breedo pack and we got the wild boars on the map. Now, I'm beginning to think that's not working because I have them placed here and they don't seem to be using any hay out of them at all. So the other thing is, I've seen on some maps people getting contracts for putting them down. And when I say that now, I'll probably go in here and they're probably here. No. Oh, we got bale wrapping, cultivation. See, my mojo's gone for doing contracts because I've got a big bank balance. Oh yeah, bank balance took a hit. I'll show you what we bought. I just thought, why not? It was in the second-hand market. The one we have is going. We bought that one. Didn't cost that much. I think I paid 46 for it. It just shows you could buy and sell straight away and you make a profit. A house, 40,000 square metres. That's the one I was telling you that was in the second-hand market. I just decided, you know what, we're going to be pretty busy looking after all of these cattle making up TMR. And I thought, let's just make it a little bit easier, because you'd find that when you do one mix of 40,000 square metres for the main cow milking barn, that's all you'd need to put in, and that would definitely get you through a month or more. Whereas if you do the other one, you're doing 2 mixes and putting 2 mixes in, which is giving you 40, just under 46,000. So you're kind of doing 2. This will cut it down to just having to do the 1. Just means I have to put on this tractor, or a tractor with 250 horsepower to pull it. I know it's pulling them just up the yard, but you can see the difference on that bit of a hill as it is with the one we have on the John Deere, which is less power. As you can see, you kind of fly through these. Yeah, when I seen the wild boar standing in the field, that's what made me think I better put a hay rack down in this area since I own it. And that's it. We're just going to go down now, and I had to go back and refill the seed because I was low. I wouldn't have got through this. We were down about 26% was all that was left after the other fields, so I just drove down to the yard instead of loading it up and driving back up. As you can see, no time at all to get through these fields. They're not that big. They really aren't. On the scale of it, they're small enough. Let's go back over here. We can see the crops going in. So we just that one to do, and number 58. Deciding what we're going to do with it. And I'm still going through the crop calendar. I'll do it while you're here. Hold on, let's go crop calendar. I'm going through. We've done alfalfa. Root crops, I don't mind. I've done them loads of times. Clover, we haven't sowed any clover. Corn we've done. Cover crop we've done. Grapes we've done. Grass we've done all the time. Green beans, no. Long grain rice, no. Did look at the possibility, I did say to you, if we were going to do that, buying this field down here, it's fairly flat. There's a few trees and that need to be cleared out. But you could put a rice field in down there if you wanted. Now, I'm not sure whether I want to do it or not. Meadow grass, I haven't done on this map. I've done it before. Olives, no. Onions, definitely not. I don't know why. I suppose I've done a load of them on Kinleg, and that's just kind of put me off doing them at the moment. Peas, we've done before. Potatoes, red beet, the rice. I'll pick an Asian map maybe and do the rice, which is Hutan Pantai. Sorghum's gone in the next phase, and we've done all the other ones. Spinach. I'm kind of keeping away from the harvests with them. Sugar beet. Sugar cane. I believe we're going to have a new harvester coming on the way, which might make it that you can do it without having to have an AI worker driving the harvester and you driving alongside. Now I know I could use the Colossus pack and get the harvester that does the sugar cane, but I'd like to, you know what, it'd be worth trying it here, because what's putting me off it is the fact that I think that the last time I tried to do sugar cane on Farming Simulator was on FS23 mobile, just like the grapes here. So maybe leave that thought with me. I'll have a think about it. Might actually give it a go. Okay, he's off again. Where's he going? Think you can guess. We're on the way to the dealership. You can see the money's gone down. I was looking just to see, since this was pretty base game planter, what else there was there, or a possibility to try something different. And there is one in the SKY Agri Pak. So we're going to sell this. I've already cleaned it up and that before I came down. And sell. No, don't sell my Fent. 32,000. The new stuff costs us a bit. So what we have is we got the front tank and we got the rear 6 metre. The other one was 4.5. So we have an extra metre and a half. There's our new mixer wagon. We got to get the other one empty, and then we can get that one filled up and start using it. Now, there we go. I love the way the pipe all of a sudden pops in. Let's fold it. That's nice. Yeah, I just thought, you know what? We might as well use the SKY Agri equipment since we have the pack. See how it works. we're just got in time, just about to do the sorghum field, and I just thought it's a bigger field than the other two put together, I think so. I said it's going to take a little bit of time, and I wonder would there be a planter there that I could get that's slightly bigger. And the minute I seen this one, I thought, you know what, there you go, a perfect opportunity to try something brand spanking new that I haven't tried before. So what I'm going to do, I get back to the farm now and get it filled up with fertiliser and seed, and I'll bring you back in when I'm just about to start planting on the field. Okay, we're all full. Seed in the back, fertiliser in the front. Now, this is the field, it's just the other end of it. So let's unfold the back. Get some lines on. I'm still going to do the headland first, I always do. And off we go. Yeah, might as well test the new piece of equipment. I'm going to turn the line off so I can go right up. I don't know where to cut that tree down or not, just so that it doesn't give the squiggly line. I don't know where's the... Is there a lamp post there as well? I think there is a power line there as well, is there? No, just the tree. It's just putting the GPS lines off, but you can just ignore it. Yeah. Yeah, did say probably spend the money on equipment that we had there, and yeah, we'll try out. We'll see what else there is. There is actually a self-propelled slurry tanker there, one of the burrito ones somewhere there, but you have to buy other bits to go with it. Now it's alright if you have a worker in it. It only holds 20,000 litres. Our tanker holds I think 25,000 that we have, and it just means that you have to fill it yourself more often, whereas if you have a worker on it, you can set it to draw from the cow barn, but that kind of defeats the purpose of having it there to try out if you're just going to put a worker on it. You know, I'm actually thinking I'm going to put sorghum in that field as well, since I have it on the back. I don't even know if I fertilised that field at all. I can't remember. There's the trees I hate, them small little ones. I always get caught up in them. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, I've only used one of these once before, that's all. With the tank on the front, one of the harsh ones. So, I suppose it's a nice way to spend the money. And you know what'll happen? What always happens? One will come up second hand in the second hand market now next month. Game kind of waits for you to spend the money, and then it offers it to you then. Now I know that's a mod, the second hand market. That's not available on console. It's a PC only mod. I know a lot of people doing PC content use it, and I did actually load into a game without it and got the realism of what console people are dealing with regards to second hand market. And you think that like it would become normal in a console market to have an expanded market. You don't need to have like 20 things, but to have say 10, so at least you have a second hand market rather than the maximum being 5. I think I see 6 once. Say if you start off with 10 and maximum say 12, 13, something like that. Give a little bit more of a market out to the console players as well. Then again, you have the other mod out there that you can set up a second-hand market anywhere. I'm seeing people doing them in the fields and that. But that's PC only as well. Yeah, I'm glad I've seen this seeder or this planter, because I have been using the Momentum for so long, which does both seeding and planting. I deliberately, it is loaded, the mod is loaded, but I'm not using it. Deliberately stayed away from it because I use it in so many playthroughs on different maps. So I kind of avoiding it then just for a change. So anyway, I'll get this one done. I'm possibly going to do the other field. Well, I'm not possibly, I'm going to do the other field in front of me. If there's another crop that's in the seeder I can put in, or in the planter I can put in, I might just try that. So I'll update you. That'll be the last field we'll be doing, that we'll be sowing in. I'm going to do some of the spraying myself. That's why I didn't move the tractor over to the other fields, because I've only literally done 2 fields on this map with the sprayer. So kind of want to get the finger out, as we say, and do a little bit of work myself. I have to say it's a nice planter. I like the visuals on it and that. I know they all do the same thing, but it's nice to try out new gear. And we're going to put corn in here if it gives me a pattern, which I don't think it will. No, it will. I was actually expecting it to give me a pattern for the whole of the field, including where the buildings were, but there you go. Now, I don't know why I'm doing this, because this might be, there might be a cow barn here the next time you come back on. I suppose it's just a case of wanting to use the seeder. Planter, seeder. Who's looking? It puts seeds in the ground. Just operates slightly different. It's a bit of a mess since I added the extension to it, which was to put the house in. And still, if we don't put that in here, at least there'll be something that'll be harvestable. It might give us 1,000 litres. If only I could use it as a crop on something else, or as a feed for something, or whatever. Anyway, right, I'll get this done, and I have to move the John Deere down here, and the wild boars are everywhere. I have to move the John Deere down here now and get them to roll these 2 fields, and I'm going to jump in the McCormick and do a little bit of spraying. I've only got 2 fields to do, it won't take long. Bring you back in when I'm at it. And yeah, I think, is it 1 or 2 fields I've done? I might have done them up at the, I did actually, up beside the snail farm. We had weeds in the fields up there, and I had to spray 2 of them up there. But other than that, I don't think I've sprayed too many at this stage, even though we're 4 years in. Granted, we did plough up fields that had crops in them that we had to plough after they were in, so that kind of, like our silage maize and that kind of eliminated the weeds growing in those fields, so we didn't have to spray. Right, I'll just get to the end of this line, and then I'll kick you out for now, and I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, just the 2 fields to spray. Well, this is our new spraying tractor, the McCormick. We were using a little case, so it's a bit of an upgrade, alright. And it's well able to handle it. The other one was okay. If it didn't have the weight on the front, it was too light. But this is perfect. Like, this is much higher horsepower. So yeah, it was a nice upgrade second hand. It was on 21 hours on it. So we're putting the hours on it already. And we're up to 27 and a half nearly. But yeah, it's more horsepower than the John Deere. The John Deere couldn't take narrows, which is why the poor case had to go, and the Fiat, of course. So we're kind of just... The Fiat probably would have taken narrows, but it had clocked up quite a few hours. The John Deere's 66 on it now at the moment, or probably more, because I've had a worker on it doing the rolling on the fields. I've moved it down to the other field now, the sorghum field, and then it's going to do the cornfield, the little one we just put into, and then we'll have a look and see what we're going to do next. We've all our fields sown now at this stage. Yeah, all sown. That grass is ready in that field. That's already. Other ones are probably ready as well. We've everything sown. Like there's a tranche of fields here with nothing in them, but I'm resisting the temptation. You know, kind of driving around thinking, what am I going to do? There's potatoes in that field. I was thinking, I'll buy that, and then I'll put carrots and parsnips into the ones and put our root crops up here. Then buy the snail farm, tear down all the glass houses or snail houses and put down a couple of greenhouses. And, you know, I always want to keep expanding. And I have on Wallace Aberesca now. The challenge is over. I put down the boosted greenhouses, which got an update since I last used them. I was basically on the boosted greenhouses. I was using the basic one, just the 11,000 or 9,000 euro one, whatever it was, and it seemed. I thought it had slowed down, and I think it must have, because they updated it, and it went super fast. The small one. But I put down two of the big ones, the highest ones, in the plastic ones that done over 36,001 euro. That's how you know them. They're, whatever the figure is, it has €1 tagged on the end. And I ran them for 2 months on Walla because the challenge is done. And I just winding up on it. And I made, I think it was near 700,000 out of the 2 greenhouses. So, yeah, that's just... Like, you might as well just see his power tools and add money in. It was just, I switched them off. I just thought, no, I've taken 600,000 out of them. That's it, goodbye. I actually turned them off now. Wallace Aberesca, there's one episode left to be recorded on it, and the jury is out whether I'm even going to do that, because honestly, there's nobody watching it now. There's few loyal channel members are watching it, which is the only reason I'll just finish it out to give the series a proper ending. I had thought about continuing it on a lot longer. I think 47 is the one we're on. I said we'll hit 50 anyway, we'll see how we're doing there, but I don't think we're going to we'll get the 47. What I mean, I don't think, I know we're not going to. We'll get the 47th one recorded, and then that series done, which is why I'm kind of looking for something else to do. And to be honest with you, I don't want to give this map up, even though I kind of feel we've achieved everything on this that I kind of wanted to. We're just checking the animals now for the last bit. I still thinking of coming back here and start from scratch without a farm. I really like the map. There's just something about it. I love driving around it. I love having to go from one end to the other. It makes it easy not to use AI, because you kind of just want to spend time on it, like all the fields, especially when I done the tethering contracts and just picked them all and just said, right, I'm just going to do tethering, I'm not going to do anything else. Now let me see, can I lift the sprayer, the boom? Yeah, I can. When you push it the wrong way, it's on the, I'm sure you can do it on there. Change the group control group. Doesn't allow you to do it on the controller. You have to do it on the... It's just because of the height of the crop. You have to do it using the mouse. And it's very slow. But I like to have it above the crop rather than dragging in the crop. Now, if I was to push it the wrong way, just that little bit, it would actually fall to the ground again. And we're caught in the tray. Come on, break loose. No, won't. It's going to get caught in the next one. Here we go. At least you can see it, whereas it's going to be right down the top of it. But yeah, the store must be nearly finished. It's very, very close. As I said, I put too much stuff into it. But what we're going to do, I'm going to finish out what I'm doing here. I'm going to move the tractor over. I'm going to get the new mixer wagon down. The other one's not empty. That's why I'm trying to empty the other one to get rid of it. Now, I'll probably bring it up to the Charolais cows and empty it up there. And then I'll get the new mixer wagon up. We'll do a load in that and have a look. And we will sell off the cheese that we have there and go down, clear the dairy out and that before we finish the episode. Because we've not really going to have an awful lot else to do, and the episode's going to be just about the right length. It'll be about 35, maybe 40 minutes long. That's provided there, just at the contact. I knew I was going to catch the fence on the far side. I was trying to watch for the bump. That's provided I shut up now and bring you back in. Because if I keep talking, it'll be 50 minutes long. Okay, spraying all done. We're on our way to get rid of the cheese. Now, this is the last time we'll have goat cheese on the load. We're just going down to... I'm going to do the village market. I'm not even going to look around and see who's the best. I wonder, is our shop open yet? We'll see on the way past. That would be good if it was. We could sell our product at it. Now, let's see. Get down the bottom of the road here. It's just over to the right. Far side of the road. Yeah, slow down. Not there yet, but getting there. Now, it's telling me there's furniture missing, and I added furniture, unless it needs another 4,000 again. Okay, I'll check that out. It told me I needed 4,001 or 9, whatever it was, which is why I added 5,000 in. I bought them and put them in, and it's registering that it's there, but it's not actually. Okay, what's our unloading side here? Left or right? Left. Yeah, change to right. We got 118,000 plus 10 environmental score. You see what I mean by money, 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 eh? It just keeps coming. That cheese is just so profitable. Now, I need to check that out. I'm going to what I actually do. I think I've been out of the game and all since I put that in. It's not a case of going out and coming back in. Sometimes that's what happens when you do stuff like that. So I need to pick up the sunflower oil here. I'm just going to do that. We're going to sell that as well. And yeah, you can see I moved the product down here earlier, and nothing has spawned since. This is hardly out of milk. No, it's not. Oh, we have one pallet of the very, very expensive plant-based. There it is there. So, I'm going to go down and collect the sunflower oil now. We're going to sell that as well. Sorry, mate. And then that's going to be it for this episode. When we sell that, we'll say we'll be over to 600,000, I'd say. And we'll be done with episode number 37 on Méchet. I know I said I was going to get the mixer wagon and get it up. The other one's not empty yet. There's not enough room in the Charolais pad to get rid of it, so I can't sell that one yet. So look, we'll keep something for the next episode. What are we going to do in the next episode besides that? I honestly don't know yet. We'll have a look now. When I did look at prices, the cheese, which I've already sold, it's gone. It's gone off it. Was showing the train station. Okay, it's gone. The goat cheese was showing the train station, but I had already decided I was just going to the market anyway and go sell there. So, yeah, we're done for episode number 37. As per usual, thanks a million if you're still here until the end. I really do appreciate it. If you are here, please respond to my I can't drive over past the shop too close or everything's going to get taken off the trailer. Well, it won't if it's strapped. It should be okay. Because there is cheese sitting in there already that when it wasn't strapped onto this trailer properly, it just popped off when I was driving past. I don't even remember back. I thought the car had actually hit it and knocked it down the road, and I went looking for it and couldn't find it. Now, am I on the wrong side now? I knew I was. And then we do that, and there it's gone. And yeah, 624,794. It just disappeared, and then I discovered when I went and looked at the menu for the shop, it's actually in there. Anyway, guys, enough of the rambling. The Méchet, episode 37. Thanks a million. We're done. Until next time, all that's left, as per usual, for me to do is say goodbye for now until then. Bye bye.